Yo, I'm actually hungry, y'all. So I'm going to get some food soon. So this is Carl. And there are some edits that I want to make with him. There definitely are some edits. So I'm going to turn off post-process. And I'm going to set the resolution, render resolution back down. I guess it doesn't make a difference. I guess I can leave that up here. I don't think it makes a difference now. But I want to try to get... this smooth. This is so bumpy and I hate it. I don't really know why. But as you know, I don't like... There's nothing I like less than a lumpy 3D model. And why is this so lumpy? And it's not really fixing, so I might have to... So maybe if I flatten it... Oh yeah, but then smooth brings back. That's so strange. Flatten actually works way better than smooth tool. Way better. Aisha, what's going on? So this little guy, yeah, I've been working on him all last night. That's why I didn't do any lives last night, because I've been working on this Skillshare course for 3D. But there's just a lot of little details like, oh, like why is that like that? I wonder if I can fix it with crease too. Oops. Starting to learn to use the mute button when I have a cough. Okay. Oh, that looks a lot cleaner. That's what we want. And I'm actually going to, I'm going to talk about this video at the end of my Skillshare course so people can come and sort of just check this out and see all the extra work that I do. Because, I mean, I could do this on the video, but honestly, it just... The video's already like so... Like, the videos are so long. Like, just so many gigs of stuff. Everything else looks pretty good. That's kind of messy. I don't like that. So let's see if I can get in there and do anything about it. It actually cleans it up quite nicely, but my line is not straight at all. It's a little bit better. It's not the straightest though. Does that look weird? I feel like that looks weird. Let's make it a little darker. So let me do this on the color layer. I'll make it a bit darker. Yolitha, do you need a lot of storage for your iPad in order to use Nomad Sculpt properly? I don't think it's storage. I feel like it's RAM. So I feel like it's the memory that the iPad is using all at once to do certain things. I have an iPad Pro, and although I think Nomad could be used, I used it with my old 2015 iPad Pro, so I know it can be used with that. But you do have some issues once you get into like really complicated sculpts. Like right now, this scene is 3 million, and probably most iPads can probably handle this. But this might be the max for some that aren't like iPad Pros, because iPad Pros just have more RAM and I think are more powerful. But I think an iPad Pro, you would just have a lot more leeway. I don't usually get a lot of crashes, and I can probably double this. I can probably go up to 6 million and still be fine. But an iPad that's not a Pro might struggle, so it might just shut down. That's what happens. If apps use up too much RAM, the app will just shut down. So that's when you get a lot of crashes and stuff. So, but I haven't had too many issues with people on my other classes. They seem to be okay. A few people's system, will start to crash. So I would suggest an iPad Pro, obviously, if you have. But if you just have a regular iPad, you just won't be able to do super complicated things. But you can definitely still use Nomad. I'm quite sure. I'm sure someone will correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure. Maybe I want this to be bigger. Let's see what happens if I make Let's see if it's this lazy rope stabilizer. So right now it's on 10. Let's see if I put it to like 50. Let me see if this stabilizes my line. I think it's kind of better. But this just looks really, really ugly. Let's see if maybe I can just smooth it. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to sort of get rid of these marks. I don't like them. Still odd. Okay, let me think. Try a couple more times. Maybe I'll make it darker. It's a little better. It just leaves that weird like color thing there. The color's a tad bit different. So maybe I should try to smooth that. It's not bad. So the only weird thing is the color difference. I don't think I mind that too much. Let's see if I can take some paint and darken it a little bit. Let me just see what this does. Let's try to smooth this out a little bit. Okay. I think it looks a little better. I probably wouldn't notice it if I was just looking at it. What kind of iPad do you have? Oh, I also wanted to make his head a little bit. I think I wanted to give him a little bit of a roundness on his head. So, what's the best way to do that? I could use the move tool and then do symmetry and then local. That might work. Let's see. Because his head is quite flat, and I think I want a little round pop at the top of his head. Symmetry. Just a little roundness. That actually looks pretty good. Maybe a little bit more. Just trying to smooth this out. Just so his head isn't super flat. I think I like that a little better. Just so his head isn't super flat there. And I think the lights are sort of tricking me a little bit, so I do have to be careful about that. Maybe I'll bring this up too. Just sort of make it a little bit rounder. Oh, there's like a bit that's kind of concave here that I want to pull out. There we go. I want it to be nice and round and even. I don't want to give him a lumpy head. Are you guys drawing or creating anything today? And have you guys ever used Skillshare at all? Just out of curiosity. flatten out a little bit here. Okay. Yeah, I like that. I like that little round head. That works for me. So I moved this over. I kind of want to make his eyes a little more visible. I think it's actually not bad. But I kind of want to see if I like his eyes. Now I did have other eyes. No, I don't like these eyes. Delete those. So I'm going to make a new layer with eyes. And I kind of want to keep it, because I really like this angle and I really want to see his eyes here. So I'm going to do selective mask, make sure I'm on the eyes. Whoop. Selective mask is an ellipse. I think that's a decent... He does look like he's looking at that. Oh, that's weird from this angle, though. That's very strange. So let me do that again. Hopefully it won't be as crazy. That's not bad. Although it doesn't really look like he's looking at his... He's looking at the butterfly. But I could always move the butterfly too. Or I can do something else fairly drastic. Let's see. I can always highlight all of these, the gizmo, and turn his head. That's actually not too bad. Let's take a look at the sketch again. So here's the sketch. That would be a good angle. So if I'm actually matching the sketch, then his head would be turned a little bit more. tilted. I mean, that actually looks pretty cute too. So this does look a little closer. So let me, let's get rid of these eyes. Let me figure out how to do that. Sometimes I just can't think. Oh, I know, because I have a million layers. Well, let me color these eyes in since I already have them here. Let me just color these eyes in. So click on the eyes. Invert the mask. I'll go to black. I don't know why this. Maybe if what if I gave him a different color eye? I gave him like chocolate brown eyes. See what that looks like. Ooh, I really like this. It feels closer to the actual art. So that means I do have to fix the painting, which is not that difficult. So I'll solo. Actually, I'm not going to solo yet. So let's just fix this painting. Oh, so is it on color? Is it on the base? Interesting. I guess we'll just add it to color. So paint tool, we'll grab this color, make the brush small, off symmetry, we don't want symmetry. I'll paint this in. So we're pretty good on that side. This side is pretty good as well. We're going to go to the body. And maybe we'll just, let me turn off symmetry. Maybe we'll just curve around like that. And I'll take this other color and I'll fix this. Okay, so part of me actually wants to, this is very bright. I can lower it a little bit. I have to lower it manually. There we go. So part of me actually wants to merge the head. His eyes look really cute like that. So, but let's take a look. Let's add a new layer, and let's still again play with some of the eyes. I'm surprised I can't just use the paint tool. Use the select mask tools for the paint tool. Stamp. I guess I could just use like a circle stamp. That might be something to look into, actually. The thing is, I don't think I have any shapes. I don't think I have a circle shape. Do I have a circle shape? I might actually have one. I wonder if this will work on Google search. If it'll find my shape. Ooh, there we go. I think we want this. Save to device. I'll star it. So hopefully I'll be able to find this again. December 14th, 2021. So let's see if I can import this. Oh good, it's right there. So let's see if I can get this. Oh no. I think I just got a beautiful crash. Okay, so that was the crash that I was worried about. So it looks like the only thing that didn't go through was painting the eyes and adjusting the color. Okay, good to know. So let's fix the paint first. That's annoying. I wonder why it crashed. Something to do with that shape. I feel like caused it to crash. But that's okay. So I'll go back to my paint tool. I wonder if that's still around. No, it's still there. Interesting. So paint tool. Grab this color. And let me just paint this again. Oh, take it off symmetry. Okay. And it might even be better to actually curve this around some more. I'll leave it for now. So let's go to the body and paint this again. I didn't get any crashes during the class, during the recording, which is good. Okay, now I'll take this color and just fix this again. Oh, off symmetry. I don't like using that stabilizer when I'm painting. want to keep that nice S shape. Okay, so I'm going to start saving. So I'm going to go back to the eyes. Go to our selective mask. Invert it. I think I used a nice chocolatey brown color to paint with. Glossy, so we get that nice shine, and then clear it. Okay, so let's save. Oh, what happened to our other eyes? Oh, I think I might have actually made that on the base. Interesting. So since I did that, I'm just going to add a new layer. And I'm going to make it white glossy. So this is where the eyes were. Those are the new eyes. Okay, so let's make some more updated eyes. Selective mask, ellipse. Oh, I wanted to try out the stamp. That's what I wanted to try. So let me save this first. So let's try out this stamp. See if this makes my life any easier. Stamp circle. And let's do a different color eye now. Let's do a... Let's do a green. Oh man, that's terrifying. Okay, so for the stamp, I'm not even sure what settings to use. Let's see what this does. Nope. Mid-value, white positive, white no display, mid-value 1. If I put the mid-value to 1, oh man, that's even weirder. Okay, so I don't really understand, I don't really get the stamp thing, which is weird because I've done it before. I feel like I've used it before. I think okay, so there's another thing. What is it? Paint. There's another way to Inflate, pinch, nudge. Man, I can't remember how I did it with my snail, but I definitely did it with the snail. Because I'm pretty sure I used an image. Yeah, I used an image like this, but it didn't raise up. Scaling? $70. Tiling. Okay, so I don't know. I can't figure this out right now. So, oh well. Because I don't quite understand how to not get it to do that. So we're just going to go back to the other way that I was working on it. So I'll do selective mask. And where would be a good spot for his eyes? And doesn't it need to be looking that high up? It's a little better. His eyes are so tricky to get right. Especially when you can't really move them after the fact. So I want him to be looking at this one. So these really don't work. It's not bad. This angle looks weird though. But it actually looks okay from this angle too, which is what one of my concerns. So we'll keep it for now. So select mask, invert. Probably change the color of his eyes. Okay, so let's see. Actually, I like those eyes too. I think those eyes look the best. I think these eyes look the cutest. So I'm going to work with these, I think. So let's take this butterfly. I'm going to move it over. So it looks like this is the butterfly that he's looking at. Kind of like that. So I'm going to be looking in this direction. I'm going to take this butterfly and I want to be able to see. I want it to really read as a butterfly from that angle. And maybe I'll take this light. Put a little bit more in between them. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so let me save this. Happy with this. The only other thing that I wanted to do is think about marrying even the ears. The ears, the head, and the body. Now, I'm very nervous. I'm going to turn the resolution way up to 600 and just see what we get. Okay, good. I didn't see any drop in quality, which I'm very happy about. Very, very happy about that. So let's take a look at these layers now. So now we have all of these separate layers. Color. Two color layers. I wonder if I can just mix them together. Two blush layers. Oh, I must have moved the tail or something with that. See if I can mix those together. Ooh. So here's a color. So I'll mix these colors together. Okay. So now with the base, let's see if I can smooth this out. See how it affects the colors. Oh, that's very strange. If I do it on this layer, okay, I think it looks strange, but I think it's just the color. I don't actually think that's going to be much of an issue. It just looks really bad when I do this. I hate that. I hate those things. The worst. No, there's not too much of a... I was really worried about the quality, but it doesn't look too different. Okay, so we're on the color layer, so let's just use the paint tool. Yeah, there we go. Clean this up. It's really a shame that you get that really light color in there. I don't really know why that happens. Alright, well I think that's the end of this live. I'm gonna go eat, but I'll be back to finish this up a little bit later. Oh, the ears, I forgot to check the ears. Luckily they don't look too bad, but they will need some smoothing. Oh, that looks a little strange. His head looks a little strange like that. I don't know about the merge. I don't know about the merge. I don't know if it's worth it. I can't tell if I merged them together or not. Yeah, I'm gonna go right before the remesh. I'm not sold on the remesh. I think it might look better without. So we'll save it here for now. I'll come back and work on it a little more later.